I heard if you're not in the game, you're just not getting in at this point.
Yeah, and you don't want to
For real.
because it's too fucking expensive. And yeah, I mean, you like the old adage, you got to have money to make money. And in cannabis,
Scared money don't make money.
yeah, and if you're getting into cannabis, you got to have money to invest because everything is expensive, from the licenses to the retail to the cultivation to manufacturing to packaging to every aspect of it. If you didn't start early, you know what I mean? It's tough to get in right now. Celebrities could get in based off of their names and do collaborations and stuff like that, but coming in trying to create a new business off the ground all yourself.
I heard even celebrities are having a hard time because the dispensaries get so many free samples.
Yeah.
They don't care about who you are at this point.
They don't care. If you're a celebrity getting into marijuana business, you better be doing a whole lot of promotions on your product because the retail stores ain't necessarily going to do it for you. They expect you to do it.
Yeah.
Come in and properly promote and expose your brand so that because they don't have necessarily the marketing.
Yeah, there's too many options.
Yeah, they have to carry a bunch of options and realistically, unless you're paying for shelf space, the best shelf space, you're going to have to be doing a lot of marketing, and marketing costs money. And, people think marketing is just
Social media posts.
Social media posts, right. And it's more than that.
I mean, you can't, it's even hard to brand it on.
Well, with Instagram and Facebook,
Yeah.
they make it virtually impossible for a cannabis.
The shadow banning.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all of our accounts related to our Dr. Green Thumbs stores are shadow banned.
I mean, it makes you think of Cannabis Talk 101, like.
Yeah. They fuck with my account. Like, let me tell you. So about 2 years ago, my account was stuck on 1.2 million. And I would look on every 30 days, like in that time period, every 30 days, I'd look and it would show me that I gained, let's just say, for example, 10,000 followers in 30 days. But it will show me that I lost 11,000 followers in that same 30 days. And that's just not fucking possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you're doing some shit that's offensive and all that, right? Which we don't do.
Yeah.
I don't do, right? And they just recently started doing it to me again. And then I realized they were doing it not only to my account, they were doing it to the Cypress Hill account, which it was the worst there. They were doing it to all of the individuals in the band, doing it to my Be Real TV accounts and as well as my Dr. Greentham accounts, because I called everybody and said, I need you to look here, and where your growth is in Instagram, the numbers for the follows to the unfollows. And each of them were the same thing, different sort of numbers, because we all sort of get different engagement. But let's just say our photographer, videographer, right? When he looked at his, let's just say he had 1,000 new followers, he had 1,100 unfollowers. Let's just say Bobo, our percussion player, my co-host for the show, let's just say he had 1,200 new followers, he had 1,300 unfollows. And this is the way they've been stalling our growth. And they do this thing where they limit your content distribution, meaning you may have 1.2, 3, 4, 5 million followers, but it doesn't mean that it's going to get out to all of them. Like I will have people be like, hey, did you block me? Because, I can't see anything you're putting out. I have to go to your page to see anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't come up on my feed automatically like it used to. Like you have a post there that you put up 2 weeks ago. I'm barely seeing it now. And this is something that they do. And this is discrimination against cannabis. YouTube does it too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say about Cannabis Talk 101.
Yeah.
Their views aren't as where they should be, in my opinion.
So here's the thing, right? Because what we share in common with Cannabis Talk is that we represent cannabis, but we don't talk about it all the time. Our show is not a political show in the same way that Cannabis
Yeah,
Talk
that's their
101
main
is,
topic.
right? But
Yours is a platform.
let me tell you what the commonality is, though, is if I have a piece that says, hey, check out my Dr. Green Thumb shop, open from such and such to such and such, our specials are this and that. And if I give you an address, if I give you a link, if I give you a QR code, boom, double flag, meaning not meant for kids and all that stuff, but a plus one, meaning you got to be 18 years of age now to be able to view that content. And you have to be signed in to your account. You can't be like guest watching that particular show after the fact where it's got what is it called? It's like a limited strike with a plus. I can't remember what they call it. Age restricted. There's two different age restrictions, right? There's the one where they just give you a yellow flag and you're still monetized and people of whatever age can watch your shit without having to sign in. But when they age restrict it with the plus, that means a lot of your monetization is gone. Like I would say more than half of your monetization is gone for that. And then they limit the distribution of your content. You could have 1 million followers, but they're only going to allow like zero point 0.3 to see
Damn.
it. They have to find it. They have to make their way to it. So like when you have shit going on like that, let's just say because YouTube has the notification bell. Let's just say you're on to our account. And you got the notification bell clicked on so that whenever we go on, presumably it's supposed to give you an alert. Half the time our alerts don't go out because of our relationship with cannabis. So there's a lot of cannabis discrimination happening on a lot of these platforms.
Potential to sue, maybe lawsuits.
Well, if anyone was going to sue, it would have to be a group lawsuit. If you were going up against these monsters by yourself,
Yeah.
they got too much money and they'll just flush your ass down the toilet.
For
And you
real.
won't be on any platform at that point.
God.
It would take like a group of, it would take like the industry, actually, people in the cannabis industry and influencers that work in the cannabis industry to say, let's do a group.
I know Burner's very vocal.
Yeah. Well, he gets shadow banned all the fuck.
Yeah.
Him and I get,
And Baby Bash.
yeah, we all get fucked with because we represent cannabis. And like there was a time where I just took all the cannabis off of my fucking IG account, and I noticed that when I did that, they started letting my account grow again, and they started letting the distribution of my content get out there to more of my base again. The minute I started like sharing stories about my shop opening in Detroit and Fresno and an anniversary of one of the other shops, and if I share any cannabis shit out, boom, within a month they got me back on that program where now I'm like 10,000 new followers, 11,000 unfollowers, and that's just fucking impossible.
Yeah.
And this is their game. They do this on Facebook, they do this on IG, they do it on YouTube. I don't necessarily know if they do it on X or Threads or anything.
Supposedly Elon Musk is like free for
I
all.
don't give a fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, they got straight up porn.
and
Yeah,
he smoked weed on Joe Rogan's show.
yeah. I mean, his shit is it's crazy, but it's probably the most free where you could.
And then his stocks dropped. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
As soon as he smoked weed on
yeah,
Joe Rogan.
which is ridiculous. But hey, that's just their way of punishing him because he's a cannabis advocate.